What is hippotherapy or equine therapy in like your own words?
Equine therapy or hippotherapy, there are slight differences between the two. Hippotherapy has a very physical benefit to the therapy, where equine therapy encompasses everything from relationship building skills to confidence building, and is not always involved, riding is not always involved as part of the equine assisted therapies.
All right, thank you. How did you start your program here?
We started with with one student. His name was Francis O'Brien. He was a client at the Trudeau Center. He had some physical issues, some cognitive issues, but he benefited greatly from his riding activities. And from there, we grew to having a full program with the Trudeau Center, as well as outside clients as well.
Are horses the best therapy animal in your mind?
Yes, yes, because there are benefits of physical benefits. There's certainly proven studies of the benefits of the physical activity of riding on a horse, increased trunk strength. The movement of the horse at the walk emulates the movement in a human's hips and pelvis when they're walking. So for people who need lower body strength, this is a very passive, extremely enjoyable way of building lower body strength.
That kind of answered my question. Do they help a physical age? So,
and I think to get back to your last question, on top of that, horses have all the intuitive qualities of dogs and some of the other animals that are used in pet therapy. The unconditional nature of horses is totally amazing. They accept everyone. They don't see disability. And they are open and generous. I'm constantly reminding my students how fortunate we are that we have horses. That God designed an animal that's capable of carrying the weight of a person and yet has the mental capacity to be attuned and willing. Horses are extremely docile animals. So they make great pet therapy animals.
Yeah. So that answered it too. What are the best benefits of it? So definitely the working out the trunk and the...
Yep. And as well, general coordination. Core strength is increased. But like I said, probably the biggest benefit is that we can provide a physical therapy that could probably be provided by a cold, hard steel machine, but so much more enjoyable to be doing on the back of a horse.
Do you think they should be used more?
Absolutely. Though I do think in the last 20 years, all forms of pet therapy have really become recognized and are utilized a lot more than they have been in the past. So hopefully that trend will continue.
Yeah. Has it ever helped you?
Oh, let's see. It helps me every day. I love watching the horses interact. I love interacting with the horses. I have a relationship with each and every horse. So yeah, that's absolutely therapeutic to me on a daily basis.
Can you describe a personal, not like you, but an equine therapy a hippotherapy or that has happened here that you can tell me about without using names, if you don't want to use a name? Just
one of I have so many stories, but one that stands out probably the strongest. We had a gentleman here who was injured in the bicycle phase of a triathlon and was paralyzed from the armpits down. So mentally, he was still an incredibly competitive human being, trapped inside a body that was totally useless. How frustrating is that?
Yeah.
and he tried a couple of other sports, and he called me, and our initial phone conversation was he said, I want to go to the Equine Special Olympics. I was like, oh, okay, well, there's a good goal, starting right off, aiming high. He, after a lot of effort, we decided that riding wasn't for him. So he got into driving, and he actually ordered a carriage from Poland that was specially modified to accommodate him. It had a 5-point racing harness that stabilized his upper body, and we had a great time. We went to dressage shows, we went to driving shows, he competed against able-bodied drivers. He competed in some special needs events, but he also competed against able-bodied drivers. What's better than that? That erased his disability. For those moments, he was no different than anybody else that he was competing against. And I think that was, that was quality of life for him.
Yeah. What advice would you give others interested in entering the field of hippotherapy?
Well, there are some good college programs, I understand. It's find people in your area to learn from. It can be the local veterinarian, it might be the local dog breeder, equine therapy program. Learn as much as you can about the animals. You have to have a certain nature, I think, and a love of people and animals to get into this. But if that's something that you possess, I think it's a wonderful career.
How do you feel the field of hippotherapy can improve?
Boy, that's a good question. I guess I would like to see it recognized more as a therapy and therefore covered by health insurance. There are certain situations where hippotherapy is covered, but there are an awful lot of not so much physical therapy, but emotional therapy that is kind of ambiguous. It doesn't really fall into the category of therapy that's recognized by the health insurance company.
Yeah.
So I guess having it be more recognized as a true therapy would be very satisfying.
Okay. What is your most fulfilling aspect of working in this field?
Empowering people to do more, to be more. I think a lot of disabled people gets kind of shortchanged, sold short. You don't give them credit for being capable of all the things that they're capable of. So here we try to allow everybody to set their own goals and work to be satisfied with themselves. So there's no real limitations here.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I wish you very well, John.
Thank you.